Hey everybody, welcome to the webinar. We're going to be starting in just about a minute or so. So if in the meantime you want to go ahead and grab a pen and paper and jot down some notes during this presentation, or jot down some questions you want to ask after the presentation's over. So we're not going to be doing a Q&A session after this. What I want you to do is write down your questions and then immediately email them our way after the presentation, and we'll answer those right away for you. Alright, so we're going to be starting this in just about another 30 seconds or so, and we will keep this short for you, about 20 to 30 minutes tops. Alright, so 20 more seconds and we'll get this thing rolling. We got a few more people jumping on. Alright, let's get this thing started. So first of all, glad to have you on the webinar. We're going to be going over some awesome content in regards to your business and why you should make sure your business is mobilized. So let's talk about what we're actually going to be going over on this webinar. So first, we're going to be going over some benefits of making sure your business is mobile ready, as well as some really startling facts about where mobile is headed. You're going to love that. From there, we're going to talk a bit about why a lot of businesses have yet to go mobile, and then followed by some common myths about mobilization. And then finally, I'm going to talk about some frequently asked questions that I hear all the time, and this might answer some of the questions that you may be writing down during this presentation. Sound good? Great. Let's get this thing started. Now let me ask you something. Which of these two websites would you rather view on your smartphone? Assuming you have a smartphone. If not, just put yourself in your customer's shoes and think about it from their perspective. Now, if you guessed the one on the left, you're wrong. It's pretty obvious that the website on the right, it's just easier to view and navigate opposed to the small content on the website on the left, right? Well, it's been proven that your customers will leave your website within 30 seconds if they can't easily find what they're looking for. Mobile optimized websites are made to fit on any mobile device. They're simple looking sites with easy to see icons and text. Now, why should you mobilize your website? First of all, more and more businesses are starting to jump on the bandwagon of making sure they have a mobile version of their site. In this case, it's a great example of the early bird gets the worm. When somebody's searching for, let's say you're a painter in Chicago, whose website's going to stand out? The one that's impossible to navigate, or the one with easy navigation and a simple call to action? It's a no-brainer, right? Another thing to take into account is that more and more people are accessing the internet via their mobile devices, whether it's from their smartphone or their tablet. The main thing to understand here is that it's only going to become more and more important to make sure you have a mobile version of your website. A startling fact, by 2014, mobile Wi-Fi access is going to overtake fixed internet access. And in fact, it's actually on pace to happen a little bit sooner than that. Now, you don't want to be the person left behind in this scenario. With more and more of your customers using their smartphones to look for your services, it only makes sense to make sure you do everything on your end to make your business the obvious choice for them to do business with. Now, I don't recommend waiting for your competitors to jump in. Get in before they do, and you're going to benefit from those mobile searches, and I guarantee it. Another reason why you need to make sure your business is mobilized is 1/2 of all local searches are done on a mobile device, meaning your customers, the ones that actually matter to you, are actively searching for local businesses to work with. Plus, when somebody does a local search, they're usually a hot lead and they're looking to have their problem fixed now. When's the last time you looked for a local dentist that you thought, hey, I can use them 5 months from now? No, you were looking for a dentist or a doctor because you needed them now. So before we move on to the benefits of a mobile website, let's talk about one other cool feature that in itself makes a mobile site worthwhile. Now there's a function that only works with mobile optimized sites, and it's called click to call. When somebody goes to your site, there's going to be a large icon that says call or click to call. When that icon is either tapped or clicked, your number is automatically going to be dialed, making it easy for your customer to get more information about your service or to buy. Do you see the power in that? Literally all they have to do is click that button when they're on your website and they automatically are forwarded to your number. Now your normal website does not have that functionality, and you can't do that from a normal desktop computer. That feature in itself makes a mobile optimized website a must. It's hard enough having a clear call to action on your standard website, which actually gets your users to take a particular action, but with a simple click of a button on their smartphone, they can be in contact with you in the matter of seconds. So powerful. Alright, let's move on to the benefits of a mobile website. Alright, the first benefit of a mobile optimized website is improved customer experience. Mobile websites, they're specifically designed for handheld devices. Nobody wants to browse a desktop website on their smartphone. Research on mobile website usability shows that mobile optimized websites significantly improve user experience and satisfaction, which makes a positive impression when it counts. The next benefit is faster download speed. Mobile websites are specifically designed for mobile standards and optimal download speed, which means less waiting and more browsing. Now, studies have shown, like I mentioned earlier, that 72% of your users are going to leave your website if it doesn't load within 20 to 30 seconds. Standard websites naturally take longer to load on mobile devices opposed to mobile optimized sites. So it only makes sense. Now, another awesome benefit is improved SEO performance. A mobile website provides improved rankings on mobile-friendly search engines such as Google and Yahoo, and also allows placement in a growing number of mobile and local directories, meaning your mobile website will have more visibility compared to your competitors who still have a standard website. And probably the most important benefit is it gives you a competitive advantage. A mobile website puts you in a position to stand out among competitors. If your website doesn't look good on a smartphone, users are going to move on to one that does. Now, a mobile website ensures that you, not your competitors, capture visitor attention while you have it. Now, the next benefit, which might not actually be a benefit, is it's just inevitable. The mobile web is no longer a concept. It's a mainstream reality that will impact any organization that aims to communicate with target audiences online. Now, most leading industry analysts project that within a few short years, mobile phones are going to overtake PCs as the most common web access device worldwide. That's crazy. It took so long for PCs to get to the point where they're at now, and yet mobile, in the matter of a few short years, is going to overtake them. So the responsibility, it falls on the website owners to take advantage of this unique opportunity that mobile's offering you. And it's offering you this awesome ability to connect with the growing number of visitors who are inevitably accessing your website through their mobile devices. Now, the last benefit is they're a fraction of the price of a standard website. While standard websites can cost upwards of $5,000 or way more actually, mobile websites, they're generally nowhere near that price point. Normally you can get one for anywhere from a tenth to a fifth of that price. Now if you're techie, I'm going to direct you in a few minutes to a few websites online that are going to allow you to build your own mobile website. Again, this is going to just save you some money. So now you may be asking yourself, if mobile is so important and there's all of these benefits, how come most of my competitors, if not all of your competitors, have yet to go mobile? Now that's a great question. Now let me explain. It is true that 70% of businesses have yet to go mobile. However, It was closer to 85% a year ago, which shows that more and more business owners are catching on and seeing the importance of a mobile website. A lot of business owners, they just don't realize how important they are or how important they're going to be. Again, going back to the previous stat where I said by 2014 mobile internet access is going to overtake fixed internet access. I'm sure more business owners would jump on if they knew that stat. I actually have guarantee it. Now another reason is they just don't know how to go about getting a mobile optimized website. Now there are plenty of service providers out there as well as websites that can walk you through the process, so that shouldn't be an issue. A lot of business owners, they just don't have the time to learn, when in fact they shouldn't have to learn how to build a mobile website. They should be able to focus on what's most important to their business while experts handle the development of their website and mobile website. Now this next point, it's similar to the first point, but they just aren't educated on the topic. If they knew how important it's going to be and is, I just find it hard to fathom why they wouldn't jump on board. Now you're lucky enough to be educated about this now. Lastly, they just don't know the facts. The fact that you get increased visibility on mobile devices alone should be enough to want to jump on board. But unfortunately, most business owners, 70% to be exact, don't know the facts. They may think they know the facts about mobilization, but in reality, they're just myths. So let's go into a few myths now about mobile optimization. The first myth is only big businesses need a mobile website. A small mom and pop coffee shop has just as much of an opportunity to use mobile strategies as the large chain stores, and possibly even more so. You see, smaller companies are perfect for creating the intimate relationships that can be fostered through social networks like Twitter and Facebook. Second myth is only young people use smartphones. Now, from the baby boomer to the busy mom to the corporate executive, mobile devices are used by everyone and mostly on a day-to-day basis. In fact, 64% of 25 to 34-year-olds own a smartphone, and 30% of 55 to 64-year-olds own one. It's the latter group that are turning heads as their rate of adoption is increasing faster than any other group, and that's according to a 2011 Nielsen survey. The third myth is mobile website means developing an app. Although apps are a great way to quickly and easily entice your mobile consumers, apps, they're not the be-all end-all of mobile. Now, they can be incorporated into a grander campaign of text messaging, QR codes, and location-based marketing. But if you're just looking for a way for your customers to reach you while they're on their mobile devices, a mobile optimized website is perfect. Now, myth number 4. You can't mix standard websites and mobile websites. Yes, you can. When you're creating a mobile website, you're actually creating a separate website that is recognized by smartphones. Now, while the domain will appear the same, the sites themselves will show up differently depending on the device you are using. So that's just beyond me with technology, but you gotta love it. The fifth myth, your regular website will work just fine. Trying to view a link-heavy or visually stimulating website on a mobile device can leave your visitors frustrated. Now, ease of navigation and the screen size must be taken into consideration when you're developing a mobile website. And this is even more vital when you figure that nearly half of all smartphone users, which is estimated to be over 100 million, have purchased an item directly from their mobile device. Myth number 6. Mobile is only beneficial if you're selling something. There really isn't a business in existence that can't find a way to take advantage of the mobile craze. Regardless of which business sector you're in, it's just vital to differentiate yourself from the competitors that you have around you, and that can often be accomplished by establishing yourself as the thought leader within your industry. So by combining strong content management and mobile strategies, Your thoughts and ideas are going to spread to a greater audience. And in addition, interacting with customers and colleagues on both mobile and social platforms can be essential component in any business. And regardless if you're selling something, offering a service, or just providing information. All right, let's talk about some frequently asked questions. The first one is, where can I get a mobile website? Now, I'm asked this all of the time. Now, you can use a mobile builder online here, grab a pen first, write these down. All right. You can use a mobile builder online like mobdis.com, mobdis.com. The next one is wapple.net, wapple.net. And the third is dudamobile.com, dudamobile.com. Now, those are a couple good options if you're a little bit on the techier side and you'd rather learn how to do it yourself. Now, if you just want a professional one set up within a day or even less, you can always contact us after the webinar and we can go ahead and get you set up for this ASAP. Now, the next question I hear all the time: aren't mobile websites expensive? Now, the short answer is no. Now, a lot of site builders, like the ones I just went over with you in the previous slide, if that's the route you choose to go, they only charge a low monthly hosting fee. Now, other service providers like myself only charge a low one-time fee and no monthly fees. Now, there's a couple variables that come into pricing a mobile website, but the main variable is the size of the site. One thing I can guarantee you though is your mobile website will only be a fraction of what you paid for your regular website, unless you got it for free or had your cousin or nephew make it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up. So whatever questions you may have written down or whatever questions you have, go ahead and email us those questions right now so we can get back to you right away and help you guys out. Again, it does not matter the question, we'll lead you guys in the right direction. Alright, so thank you again for attending this webinar, and we will talk soon. Thanks, guys.